Hi everybody. This is Josh from the MTG Noob, drafting a little bit of Ravnica. This is a 4-3-2-2. 8-4 is fine, but the mana in this set can be a challenge, at least for me, so we're drafting a little bit more conservatively. Alright, what do we have in here? We've got some good blue cards, one good Golgari card, some good red. I think the Mangler is actually the pick here. The Sphinx is fine. It's a big flying beater. Maybe it is the Sphinx. Maybe the Sphinx is the pick here. The Mangler is just such a good card for Golgari, and there's not a lot of Golgari in here. I mean, there's a Vassal Soul, a Predator, which may or may not go. But I think there's only one good Golgari card. Sphinx is slow. I think we're going to take the Mangler here. Alright, rewarded of sorts. I mean, we do have an Augur Spree, but I think just to stay in color, we'll take the Mangler here. Maybe hope to wheel a Growth or Gate Creeper Vine, I guess would be okay. We'll take the Mangler though. Double Mangler is a good way to start off a Golgari deck. So the reason I'm playing 4-3-2-2, I just jumped in 8-4 a second ago, and drafted Vraska third pick, which I was not able to incorporate into the deck because it was an Izzet construction, and basically just got mana screwed out in round one. So just in the taste of recuperating my budget, I'm going to draft 4-3-2-2 for a little while. Alright, so what do we want here? We've got Chaos Imps is really good if you're in deep red. It is absolutely a bomb. Annihilating Fire is also good. I think we're going to see some people in Rakdos though. I mean, the Imps is just solid, but I don't think it's exactly where I want to go with this deck this time. I think I'm going to take the healer here. Selesnya Golgari is very good, so I don't mind this at all. We've got an Explosive Impact, probably the best card here. Looking maybe black being cut out a little bit. Eyes in the Skies is good just as a 2/1/1 flyers. Axebane Guardian also good. I think Eyes in the Skies is the way I want to go. Maybe we roll a little bit Populate. See what we end up with here. Yeah. I don't know. We're looking at some good red picks. I mean, red is open, clearly. I think the Long Legs is the pick here. I mean, the Cackler is fine for aggro. Maybe we want to cut our curve down. I think I'm going to take the Cackler here. Alright, Launch Party is exactly what we're looking for. We do have a Guildgate. We do have a Grim Roustabout, but I think Launch Party is exactly what we need. Here, again, some red, some playable red. Rite of Reaping is really expensive. Let's do a little cost sort here. Yeah, I think Apparition is actually fine. Not exactly what we want to be doing, but there's a Swindler, but we'll just take a, well, maybe Armory Guard here. Let's see. I think Armory Guard's better than just a random bear. Get a Guild Gate back. I mean, there's another Armory Guard and a Perilous Shadow, but we'll take the Gate. Hope for maybe some Jailbreakers. Here, we'll just take a Counterflux. We're not going to play it, but it is a rare, so we'll grab it out. Shadow fine here. So kind of a mishmash, but I think we effectively cut white through that pack. And our 3-drops are 3 of the better 3-drops, I think, for what we're trying to do, so this looks alright so far. Alright, got a Traitorous Instinct, but Grizzly Salvage is in color, so we'll grab that. Not going to be playing a Vermin and a Cobble Brute. Probably not playing the Worm. I'm going to let him sit there, though. Alright, not exactly sure where we're headed with this, but we'll find out in just a second. So we got a Temple Garden, got a Guild Mage, a lot of outer color stuff. The red and blue in this pack is really strong. I think just for the case of mana fixing, we'll take the Temple Garden. I guess it's worth a few tickets, but I'm taking it more for the fixing than I am for anything else. That pack was just pretty weak for us otherwise. We could add a Seller of Songbirds, but yeah, it's not really what I want to be doing. This is definitely what I want to be doing. Other cards in here we could take on the wheel. Gatecreep Revine Trestle Troll is strong. Staticaster's fine, especially against us. Actually, it's really good. But we'll take the Menace. Against us is good as far as Eyes of Skies. I guess if we had taken Seller, it would have been even better. But so Menace, these counters end up being good. Dead Reveler would be a good pick for us. What are we looking at here? Alright, so there's an Archon, definitely the strongest card in the pack. We're not playing blue. And there's a Healer. There's also an Indrik. We'll take the Healer, I guess. There's a Tristani's Judgment. But we'll just continue on getting solid 3-drops with good value that we can scavenge onto. Alright, we have a Thrillkill Assassin, which is very good. We also have a Knightly Valor, a Common Bond, and a Gate. We have 10 creatures. The Assassin's probably the best card here, but it's arguable. I guess it's either Assassin, Common Bond, weird, but it's not in our color. So for us, it's really Valor, Common Bond, or Assassin. And I think it's going to be Assassin for us here. Alright, so we're looking at Knightly Valor. The Ethereal Armor deck is apparently open. Here's a Spider. I think Courser's Accord actually works. We'll take that. A little more late game. Here, we're passing a ton of Knightly Valors, but for us, it's going to definitely be the Scorpion. Alright, Dramatic Rescue's good, but Knightly Valor is definitely the pick. Nothing really for us at all. I guess the most annoying card would be, I don't know, one of these blue cards. We'll take Armory Guard just to continue to force people out of white if possible. This is a super late Frostburn Weird. That's pitiful. The Arrestor is good. Sewer Shambler does scavenge, though. I think, though, we just want an Arrestor here. And Reborn Defenses is playable. Cut a Guild Gate from some other poor soul. Let's see how we're looking here. We're not playing double Armory Guard. Actually, I'm just going to cut them for now. And it's looking okay. I don't know about Terrace Worm either. I would prefer not to ever play Terrace Worm, so I'm going to hide it out. I mean, it does interact with Grizzly Salvage, but typically I don't like to do that unless I'm super deep Golgari. So the 4-3-2-2 rationalization is you win a game, you get a decent money card, and you're close to even. Take a Giant Growth here. Would be pleasant to have just a little bit more mana fixing. And we also need some removal. I mean, we've got Launch Party, we have a removal trick. We've got a Giant Growth that's kind of pseudo removal. Ethereal Armor shouldn't be going this late. I guess nobody's in that deck. It can be really good. But Azorius has so much bounce, it's annoying to try to play it. Let's see how many enchantments we've got. I think it's just one. I think it's just a Valor. Yeah. So not in the Ethereal Armor deck. Alright, what do we want here? We've got a late piece of removal. Security Blockade, which is fine. Got some decent creatures. I think I'd like to just have the removal here, actually. Alright. Boy, how many Frostburn Weirds the one time that I'm not in is it? See a billion Frostburn Weirds. We've got a Knightly Valor, which does work with Populate. We've also got a Centaur's Herald, which is good. Fencing Ace, maybe? What do we want to be doing? We have good quality creatures. Knightly Valor works really well on them. It is a Populate card. Dead Reveler, though, I think is the pick here. Yeah. It goes better with our curve also than another Valor. And it looks like Valor should be being passed around really late. Maybe we wheel that. We're going to be needing some removal here. And I'm going to go ahead and hide this out just for argument's sake. So we're looking at 20 cards here. The Corpsejack Menace and the Reveler also interact, so you get 2 counters for the price of 1. Same for the Thrillkill Assassin. So any black Unleash cards that we get are going to be going to have added value if we have a Menace on the board. Alright, double long legs. We're going to see some of these guys, I feel like, but we're definitely taking a stab wound for the removal aspect. Dead Reveler also good here. But I think with the Populate that we do have, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Populate effects. I think it's the Slime Molding. So we'll grab that out. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Technically, we're at 15 creatures now. Alright, Jared's Orders is fine. I don't know that we really have a bomb creature, other than maybe the Corpsejack Menace. It's either Jared's Orders or the Daggerdrome Imp. I don't mind the Imp at all, especially in this kind of build. Yeah, it's not bad. We'll take the Jared's Orders. We may play it. Oh wow, get a late Karasta Guildmage. Trestle Troll and Centaurs, or Courser's Accord rather, are playables for us, but the Guildmage is way better. So, alright, this is kind of a late Chainwalker. See, Treasured Find is good. And I guess it fits what we're doing more than anything else. Maybe Chorus of Might is okay, but I think Treasured Find is just has more applications. Alright, so we got a Jailbreaker with 2 gates. It's really not, well, 1 gate really. That's not enough. And a Rhino. I think the Rhino actually works well with what we're trying to do. We'll take the Rite of Reaping here. So we're a little short on removal. Deviant Glee is okay, especially on the Rhino, but I would like to have an out to enchantments, so take the Sundering Growth. Could play any of these cards. We'll take the Long Legs. And a Shadow. This is too late for a Dramatic Rescue. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We passed an Arch on to like pick 3 or 4 in pack 2, so that shouldn't be there. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. Alright, so we'll remove a light, but our creatures are good quality. So let's see what we can do. Get a late Dispel. Normally you don't see drafts in 8-4s where Dispel is going last, so we're in a 4-3-2-2. The rules are a little different. In a Swiss, you can build sometimes just ridiculous decks just because people are learning. You don't see Dispels second to last very often in 8-4s, but we're in a 4-3-2-2, so maybe it hadn't got around here. The word, that is. Alright, so I'm going to build this up. I'll be right back. Alright, so here's what I'm going to go with. The Cackler I like just because it's early. A 1-drop sometimes gets in 4 damage early if it's unleashed. And it also can be launch partied fine. The other cards, I mean, they have effects. You know, all of these cards will work well with Corpsejack Menace. We've got some Scavenge going on. Yeah, the Rhino I think is especially playable in the Golgari list. Long legs is just a good solid beater at the 5 slot, and then we've got our populate effects here, here, and here. Tristani's Judgment. Rite of Reaping is late. I actually am just considering. We've got 16 creatures, I think, as is. Here were the considerations. Yeah, I think that's really pretty much it. Armory Guard is fine, but it's not really what we want to be doing. I think Rite of Reaping is okay because we're a little short on removal. I mean, we've got a couple of tricks, a stab wound to launch party, some solid removal here. But I think Rites of Reaping is okay as far as late game. We'd have a lot of creatures that have 3 toughness. It would work well against our deck. So this is the curve without it. And I think it's reasonable as a 6-drop here. I think it's fine. We're a little bit slow, but we can get a little faster. We can always put in an arrestor if things kind of got hairy versus a Rakdos deck. We'll put in our fixing, a gate, and a dual land, or a shock land rather. And we'll see what we want to do here. Don't need any red. I think 5 across the board is fine. We've definitely got green in almost everything we're playing. Well, maybe not almost everything, but it's definitely the theme, so we want to get that out. We've got 7 green sources. This looks pretty good. Go ahead and submit it, and I'll catch up to you in round 1.